Hello listeners, I'm Ritu Goswami, Assistant Vice President and Sector Head at ICRA Limited. Through this podcast, I'll be sharing our views on the recent trends and expectations on the Indian print media industry. The print segment was among the worst impacted in the overall media and entertainment industry during the pandemic. While it has seen a gradual recovery since then, it has lagged in pace compared to the overall industry. The print media segment accounted for 12% of the value share in the overall media and entertainment industry in calendar year 2022. But it has been on a declining trend when compared to a 23% share in calendar year 2016. As per ICRA estimates, print industry revenues were around 85% of the pre-pandemic levels in fiscal 23. The industry revenues can be broadly split into two streams, which is circulation and advertisement revenue. The recovery in circulation revenues was relatively better, led by cover price hikes, even as copies in circulation were lower at around 2/3 of the pre-pandemic levels. Regional publications led this volume recovery, followed by Hindi and English peers. Ad revenue recovery was driven by ad volumes, which returned to pre-pandemic levels even as ad rates continue to be at a significant discount in fiscal 23. This was due to weak demand from key end-user industries and shift in their ad spends towards alternative mediums. On the cost side, a sharp increase in newsprint prices due to supply constraints and logistics issue adversely impacted the industry's profitability margin. To put in perspective, the prices had shot up to $1,000 per ton in Q2 of fiscal 2023 compared to $450 per ton in Q4 of fiscal 2021. Coming to fiscal 2024, an increase in government spending towards advertisements ahead of elections, coupled with continued recovery in key end-user industries like FMCG, automobiles, education, real estate, is expected to drive up industry revenues, especially at the end of the fiscal and early fiscal 25. Meanwhile, moderation in newsprint prices, which started in early 2023, is expected to support a strong 500 to 600 bps margin recovery for the players. Needless to say, given the discretionary nature of the ad spending, any adverse macroeconomic developments causing uncertainties for corporates, for example, recession in key export markets, inflationary headwinds and adverse forex volatility, among others, will remain an overhang for these growth estimates. Beyond fiscal 2024, ICRA believes that structural challenges owing to competition from digital media will limit the industry's medium-term growth potential. On the supply side, newsprint supply is expected to remain a challenge owing to the growing environmental concerns, closure of several paper mills during the pandemic, and shift in production by several paper mills from newsprint to other grades of paper. These developments are likely to keep the newsprint prices above their historical average levels. Industry margins are therefore unlikely to see the pre-pandemic levels over the medium term. Thank you for listening and stay tuned for our upcoming podcasts.